we got another shark review. Today is Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, the first of the Mega Shark series. Mega Shark series. It's when you know we're hitting the good shit. It's a series. This is the first in the Mega Shark series, and it won't be the last video review I'm doing on it. So let's get right into the movie. The plot of the movie is that there is this woman and her friend, and they are scientists just investigating ocean life in the Arctic. Well, due to global warming, some glaciers fall, and while she's there, she sees, frozen in ice, a giant shark and a giant octopus, and the ice dissolves, so they're both alive again and terrorizing the world. The story wasn't total crap, but it wasn't great by any means, and it was just kinda there. It was pretty bare bones and generic. But I gotta say, it was kind of funny to see a giant shark frozen. This would not be the first time in the Mega Shark series that this would happen. It gets the job done, and it brings two giant monsters to life, so I guess that's good enough, right? In terms of shark screen time, this movie is a complete flop. The shark is in seriously a combined total of like 3 or 4 minutes. That is it. It is like a joke. The shark is literally not in like any of the movie at all. The octopus gets even less screen time. He gets probably 1 or 2 minutes of screen time. Like neither of them are even there. They talk about them a bunch on screen, the humans talk about them, but they act like they're there, but they're not. They're not there at all. There is just no screen time for them. It is talking, and the first hour and like 10 minutes, there's maybe 1 or 2 minutes, seriously, of the shark and octopus in terms of screen time. Like, it is just horrible. They're just non-existent in the movie. In the last 10 minutes, they show up quite a bit, but it's like, really, at this point, I was so bored out of my mind, like, they just aren't in the movie, like, at all. They are almost non-existent. It's just not good in terms of screen time. Okay, but how were the kills in the CGI when they were on screen? Well, in terms of the kills, I gotta say, these are actually pretty okay. There's only like 3 or 4 kills in the movie. Seriously, that's like it. But I gotta say, these ones were pretty good, actually. So it does have that going for it. The kills were not just straight up generic kill someone in the water. I mean, at one point the shark takes a plane down.
Holy shit!
So the kills were decent enough. I just wish there was a lot more of them, like at least double the amount that are in the movie. The CGI is just, it's just atrocious. Like, it's 2009, so it's just bad. It's just atrocious. Like, it really is some of the worst CGI I've ever seen. It's pretty close. It looks just bad. Any CGI in this movie is just bad. Anything is bad for CGI. The shark, octopus, helicopters, cars, whatever it is, it's just awful. Like, it's hilariously bad. It's just funny how bad the CGI is. Like, it just looks so horrible. I mean, like, it's just not detailed, and it just looks like it's from, like, the late 90s or mid-2000s. Shark Attack 3 had a better looking shark. When the monsters are on screen, it's just hilariously bad. The acting in this movie is just subpar all around. There's nobody really better or worse. It's just an overall quality of bleh. Like, I mean, what did you expect, though, really? Like, what did you expect? I mean, did you expect something Hollywood level? Because you're not going to get anything close here. You're not even going to get something that's on, like, Asylum level. This movie's by Asylum. Like, it's even worse than the standard Asylum affair. It's just to the point where it's so bad that it's good, really. I mean, instead of focusing on the shark, we instead learn about these two characters who, because they both like water, they love each other or something. Like, I don't even know. The acting is just so, like, hilariously bad. Like, it's not serious, and it's trying to be serious, and it just makes so little sense, and there's just like a real lack of character development or depth anywhere. It's almost to the point, like, it's just so bad that it's good. I mean, the lack of emotion just threw out like the whole movie pretty much. I mean, the acting is just shit. This brings me to the overall for the movie. Like, this movie, I'll just be honest, this movie's just fucking terrible. Like, there is bad to the point where it's good, and then there's just bad. This movie's just bad. It's really close, actually, to being so bad that it's good. But unfortunately, it does not go the full distance, and I actually would have liked it more if it was worse, because I really like really awful movies, and I obviously love really good movies, and this is not either of them. It's in between. It's shit. This movie is really close to being so bad it's good, but unfortunately it just ends up being mediocre. It's not completely unredeemable. There is a few funny parts to it, like the plane, but I would say 95% of this movie is not about the shark or the octopus. Like, they're talked about, but they're just not there. It's just the people talking way too much. There's just too much people. I continuously kept asking myself, where is the shark? There's not enough shark scenes. The shark screen time is not good. The CGI is so bad that it's good, but there's just not enough. If there was, I'd say, about triple the amount of time for the monsters, this movie would be pretty excellent. Like, it would be way better if they had more of the monsters and less about the humans. I don't want to learn about their struggles. I don't give a fuck about their struggles and issues. I don't want to know about these people. I want to see the damn shark and the giant octopus. Like, are you kidding me? There's a giant octopus in this movie, and it's maybe in like 2 or 3 minutes of the whole movie. It doesn't do like anything either. They just talk about all the destruction it caused. No, I want to see the destructions it caused. The destruction that was like, it was by it. I don't want to hear about it. That's like in the new Godzilla movie. They don't actually show all of it. And it's worse in this movie because the monsters are maybe in like 3 or 4 minutes. It's just not good. That's my biggest issues, if you couldn't tell. There's just a lack of the monsters. With all of this, I'm going to have to give my rating. So on the shark scale, I'm going to have to give this movie a 1 out of 5. Like, it's shark shit. Like, this movie just sucks. If there was much more of the monsters and the acting could have been a little worse, and like, this movie could have easily been a 3, maybe even a 4. But that's not the case. It gets a 1. It's terrible. I have no idea how, but this would somehow start an entire series, the Mega Shark series. And the movies don't honestly get that much better from here. It's pretty consistently bad. But at least it's consistent. I was not impressed with this one. I don't know why this one is so popular. I guess because it was kind of like the first of these whole shark movies in 2009. There are a couple good shark kills, but I don't really recommend this one as a shark flick. I'd say a majority of shark movies that I've seen are better out there than this one. And I would go as far to say as this is easily the worst in the Mega Shark series. Like, any of them are better than this. It's not worth watching. I've already shown you the best parts of the movie. Like, don't even bother. The end.